Hello my friends, hello dear subscribers. The channel Интердиктор делает is a place where I also tell about the most unique occupations of people. There is a very warm summer weather outside, and yesterday it was storming real bad. And what that means? It means that the vibes of the word escargot are dissolved in the air. What? You don't know what escargot means? Let's go together with me. Take rubber boots, a bag or a basket, and I will tell you about it. It's time for the escargot pickers. Today, one of those pickers will be me. Yes, of course I know that among you there are lots of curious people, as curious as I am, that will open up the internet and immediately will Google, what is escargot? Escargot is a French meal from the snails that is served with a white dry wine. That is a treat. I would even say a delicacy. In France, the most valuable ones are Burgundian, that are sold within the whole France as a canned food. Why do we need canned foods? Let's cook the fresh ones. But first, we need to find them. Take a look, a pheasant. Yeah, in such a tall grass, you can't find no snails. I have something right here. But that's an empty one. It is empty because it is the last year's shell of a snail. That shell is empty, but it looks like we're on the right path. I offer you to move to that forest. We don't need this. It seems like there is one more. Big, but from the last year. It's old, absolutely cannot be used. It is very subjective, but I think that picking the snails, escargot, 100 times more fascinating than picking mushrooms. Yes, you can notice that the word is French, and the accent should fall on the last part, escargot. But all dictionaries recommend you saying escargot with an accent on the letter A. Remember this. My friends, I have said that we will be lucky next to the forest. Take a look. Look at that beauty. Here is the first one this year. The grape snail escargot. Also an escargot, or any way you like. Burgundian grape snail, the known delicacy. First one. Let's look for it further. Here is the second one. It is the perfect size. Just what we need. The shells are like calibrated. It will be very easy to cook them. Very curious snail. Escargot snails don't like such a high grass. They need more sun. They need holes. We are lucky again. Take a look. Standard. The golden ratio. All the same size. Here is one more. Perfect. It holds to that leaf so tight. Look. And what's that? What is this? It's too small. We don't harm the little ones. Let's let it go. Here, someone is already trying to escape. That's also a small one. We don't need it. Here we go. One more. Here it is. Fresh one. Take a note that you rarely will find them in the tall grass. They like the ground to be warm and free of grass. You need to find the hollow spots, and in those spots there will be those snails. As soon as they notice me, they shrink and hide in their homes. We will meet them too. You will see everything now. And also, those snails love to be next to the trees. Take a look at that one. Also a standard. The snail hunt is just like the mushroom picking. The taste is completely different, but you also look for those brown rounded things, like mushroom heads. You find it and take it. My friends, don't hurry. I'm not done with you. It's a tiny one. And there is our clients. Here it is. Beautiful. Pretty heavy. Oh, one more. Perfect. Don't hide, don't hide. As an experienced escargot picker, I will tell you that you need to look for the moment, because as soon as the sun comes up and will dry everything here, you will no longer find those snails here. I don't know where they hide, but they only like the raw morning. In the afternoon, it's really hard to find them. And that one climbed on a tree. Here is one more. Grass is a grass, but you need to look at the trees and branches also. Look at that sly one. Come here. Almost stepped on it. Come here, beauty. I found the spot. That is a nice one. Here is one more. Here it is. And more. Came out to breathe. All of them are... Oh, here is one more. Perfect harvest. And one more. And more. You know, I want to say that everything repeats in the nature. Mushroom pickers will understand me. If you are a good mushroom picker, you know the place where they grow, and next year you go and pick those mushrooms that you used to pick last year. And if you are the escargot picker, take a note of the place where you have found those snails. Next year in the right day, after the rain, you will definitely have the nice harvest. I'm telling you. Whoa, a big one. And heavy. Our basket got heavier. I don't have a plan to pick escargot in a big portions. I think that this will be absolutely enough to show and explain how can you cook it in your kitchen. And there will also be raining soon. Let's go home. Look guys, look! What a beautiful nature! That's not fake. They just walk around like this here. Thanks to these forests, I will come here next year, definitely. Alright guys, as I promised, here is the recipe of our beautiful grape snails. It seems like they want to escape. Snails, around half a kilo. Then we will need a bottle of nice white wine. We will need vinegar, 3% vinegar. We will also need an onion, green onion. And of course the carrot will be used. Just one carrot. An onion. Everything is very easy. An onion, a little bit of laurel, and the main ingredient is a good butter. Can't go without it. Garlic, maybe a little garlic. 1 or 2 pieces, not more. Garlic. And one of the main ingredients is the parsley. Without parsley, you can't make it. Be sure of it. And one more ingredient is a soda, normal baking soda, that will be needed to treat their shells. And of course, salt and pepper, to your taste. Alright, the Burgundy snails. Let's begin. Let's wash them in the cold tap water. Then, let's add cold water. Cold water is important at the beginning. And let's put our pan on the stove. That action is a little harsh, but what can we do? I'm not going to use the glass cover. Turn on the gas and boil for 10 minutes. After some time, we need to add a little bit of vinegar, just a little. That much of a vinegar right to our pan. Vinegar is needed for the snail meat to come out of the shells. After 5 minutes, our snails will sleep. And they're asleep now. You need to take it to boil and let it boil for 5 minutes. And we can take them away from the stove. And then drain the liquid and just wash our snails. Let's lay them on the cutting board. We will need a toothpick, just one. Nail it on a toothpick and take it out and put in a separate bowl. Very easy procedure. And do the same thing for all of them. Next, separate the shells. Put them together. To wash them. Empty shells are being washed. Very carefully, not to break them. But that is not enough. We need to put them in the boiling water for 2 to 3 minutes. Then we will add baking soda to remove the slime. A regular baking soda and 2 teaspoons. Around that much. And put our beautiful shells in. Then let's drain them again and wash. Then roll the paper towel, put our shells on the paper for them to dry. Next step looks like this. We will cut for every snail. This black part, it is an intestine. It is full of digested grass, around here. If you cut and don't see any excrements, that means you cut it well. Keep this. You can feel what needs to be cut. That border is the beginning of an intestine. You need to cut it here. And this will be thrown away. As a result of the first part, you will be left with the same amount of snails and their shells. Then we light up the stove again. Place our pan and put around 100 grams of dry white wine. And the same amount of regular water. And let's wait for it to boil. While our water with wine is boiling, we will prepare the vegetables for the boil. Let's start with an onion. Clean it. Very easy. Peel it off. And quickly cut it into 4 parts. That's enough. A carrot. Carrot can be cut in pieces. We need it for the broth, to take away that gamey taste of our snails. Onion, the same way. Big pieces. That will be enough. Parsley, divide it into 2 parts. Those stems are going to be used for the boil, and that will be left for the garlic butter. And of course, garlic. Three will be enough. Just squish them. Clean from the peel. As soon as our broth boils, put our beautiful snails in. And of course, add our chunks of vegetables. "10 minutes before the end of the boil. Don't forget to throw in some laurel. Just a few leaves will be enough. Then we will make a garlic butter. For this, let's peel our garlic and we'll dice it. That will be enough. We will put all of it in the blender. The next ingredient is a must, can't go without it. Those are our parsley leaves. Onion doesn't need to be cut tiny pieces, because blender can dice it nicely. And the last ingredient is a butter. I cut melted butter in such small pieces. This will be enough. That's how our mix looks before mixing. Don't forget to add a bit of salt and pepper. Let's take a look at what we have. We end up with such a blend of veggies and butter. As soon as 1 hour passes, we take our broth with snails away from the fire. We don't need to wash anything with water here. We just need to separate veggies from the snails. Let them cool down. And next, we will need a clean towel, spoon, snails and shells. And of course, our beautiful butter. It must have consistency such as that one, for it to spread easy. It has gorgeous green mint color, and of course taste. You take 1 shell, put a little butter inside, at the bottom, then by your hand, facing upwards, put our snails in, and close it with more butter. Shove it inside. Remove all the excess. That's it. Our snail is ready. The next one. It is better to put it in the right way. It will add more aesthetics. And nice to pull it out. Our snail. Make it straight. Everything is beautiful and clean. And put it aside. Let's check them again. For all of our snails to look upwards, and for the butter to not fall out. If you think that everything is alright, then put it on around 180 degrees for 7 minutes. And let's wait a little while our snails are baked. Let's do one more thing. Let's cut a baguette in such pieces. And let's cut it in the middle. You need to end up with such pieces. And let's send it to the pan with the boiling hot olive oil and garlic. I have a nice olive oil here. You know that is not recommended to fry in olive oil. It burns fast and it's cold pressed. But for the fast frying of our baguette, it is perfect. It will be just right. And let's throw in our garlic. And wait until the oil starts to heat up. And of course, the Mediterranean herbs will not harm it. As soon as it starts to burst, put in our baguette. Close those splashes. Bravely put them in, with the cut side inside. Everything that will fit. The remainings of our garlic butter can be put on hot baguette. And let's see what happens. It needs to melt now. It won't harm the taste. Just a little bit. Alright, let's see what we end up with. A little bit of butter is vapored, but it's alright. That's only a little bit on the outside. They have cooled a little, but still a bit hot. Let's lay them on the plate. Kitchen is full of those French smells. I love those finals. To teach how to harvest it and make it, but not to show how to eat. It is a hard crime. Buy some toothpicks for yourself. Simple ones. I have that box. Take a toothpick, pick the biggest one. The biggest snail. Together with herbs and butter, it is easy to take out. It's a little hot. And put the butter on the baguette. And you need to follow it with a white dry wine. Good white dry wine. Cheers! And bon appetit, if you're eating right now. My friends, it's time to finish. We will see you in a week time. Why? We'll explore this world together with you. Let's see. I don't know. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. You will see a lot of interesting things. I promise.